From the big return of the Infinity Gauntlet with updated abilities, leaks on the theme of Fortnitemares 2024, the Avengers Endgame LTM, and even Klombos coming back, here's everything new in Season 4's first update. This Fortnitemares is about to be crazy because we might be getting one of the best Marvel characters of all time as a skin. During fall 2020, we got Venom, and the next year we got Carnage, so there's only one more character to complete the symbiotes, and it's Anti-Venom. Just recently, Fall Guys got an Anti-Venom skin, and now that Fall Guys is in Fortnite, getting Anti-Venom this Halloween sounds almost inevitable. But Doom is also inevitable, and his mystery styles have now been revealed. His second style is his new armor made from Pandora's box's material, and the rest of his items are also insane, with one of the most unique gliders that we've ever seen because it's literally just his fist. Doom has also gotten a huge new mythic this update, the return of the Infinity Gauntlet, which we'll talk about soon, and the best strategy to find it. In the meantime though, there's two more Marvel characters which we're going to be getting soon. The first is Black Cat, one of the villains of Spider-Man that'll be making her way into the game in style. This makes sense as we got another Spider-Man villain in the Battle Pass, Mysterio, so we can expect some more of his villains in the rest of the season. And the second skin was also someone long awaited, another Fortnite x Marvel mashup, Meowstooth, merging the characters of Fortnite's Meowstooth and Marvel's Sabretooth. Sabretooth is a Marvel villain for Wolverine, and it's only logical that his biggest adversary this season is Wolverine. The update didn't only revolve around new skins, but also around multiple new and returning items. One of them is Shuri's Claws mythic, which we've been expecting ever since the trailer for this season dropped. Contrary to the first Black Panther mythic we saw in the first Marvel season, this one has way more abilities. It's found in epic rarity, and you can use it to slash or charge on opponents with its enhanced sprinting ability. As you gather kinetic energy, the claws can get supercharged, allowing for a big blast of shockwave energy followed by supercharged attacks. Alongside that, there's finally a mythic in game that Epic have previously lied about before. The Gwenpool dual micro SMGs were supposed to be in the game with this season's launch, but it ended up not being added because Gwenpool was trapped in the raft. Now she's broken free and thinks that if she's an NPC, at least she's one in Fortnite of all things. She can have a very toxic attitude and will literally just call you out for being bad at the game, and I think most of us might be able to relate. She now sells her mythic SMGs, and let me tell you, they're insanely broken, and if you try to mod them, you're gonna be met with this secret message by Gwenpool herself claiming her weapon is already perfect enough as it is. And everyone's surprised, a Marvel mythic from the past is also planned to return. Last season, we saw the addition of Magneto and his Gauntlet item, which many thought was kinda OP. After it was removed at the start of this season, it's now planned to make its return sometime soon, and to be honest, this only feels right since it didn't really make sense to remove a Marvel mythic during a Marvel season anyway. This may be hinting at the fact that he's still alive despite his helmet being in Doom's castle, but this isn't the only past mythic that's been unvaulted, because Fortnite's just unvaulted Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Basically, well, with Doom reclaiming the energy inside Pandora's box, he's now harnessed it and created his power armor. And in addition to this being visible in the super style page, you also now have a 1 in 20 chance of finding it in game. His island will spawn randomly with just a 5% chance of appearing, meaning it spawns in 1 in 20 games, and you have to wait to see it until the third circle when Loot Island spawns. You'll know you got it when you're alerted with this message, and it takes the place of the current Loot Island, and in the middle of a summoning circle on it, you'll have to claim the flag where you'll find Doom's Cauldron among other relics on the island such as Doom flags, knight statues, and paintings from Castle Doom. After a short wait claiming it, a massive Doom head will appear over it, and you'll have to accept the power of Fatality. Doing so will teleport you up in the air just like the Thanos mythic, where you'll equip Doom's armor and then gain access to 4 mythic abilities. It'll buff your health to 500 shield and 500 right, but before you get to destroying the competition, you have to know each ability. There's a typical arcane glove attack where you'll shoot it just like the typical mythic but in threes, called the Arcane Barrage. Then you can activate the mystical Giga Bomb, which throws a bomb just like the OG mythic from Chapter 2. The most powerful by far though is the Scorch Beam, and if you recognize it, then you'll know you're a true OG because it's almost a 1-to-1 recreation of the Thanos beam from Chapter 1. Finally, you can do a high jump and foot dive, which is a direct reference to Marvel's Capcom 3 game. If you get a win with Doom's mythic, you'll be given what's called a Victory Von Doom, a neat little reference to Doom's actual name, Victor Von Doom, and for those who were still hoping for more similarities, Doom is also strikingly tall, almost 2 times that of a regular player, just like Thanos was back in the day. The only thing missing is that sadly, when you have it equipped, you can't emote with Doom's armor. But Doom does have his own emote, and it's secretly a 4-in-1. When playing it, you'll notice he pulls up a hologram of the map, and it's titled Doom's Domain, a clever reference to the POI he had back in the day when he took over Pleasant Park in Chapter 2. But there's 4 more different laugh tracks for this emote, meaning technically it's a 4-in-1 emote. Doom will summon his own island, and if you look closely, you'll see it has the textures of the Chapter 5 map with the snow biome now melted and instead has the same biome as Doom's. Whether this is foreshadowing a future update like the Stark one or just a mistake, we're gonna have to wait and see. But with the addition of the Infinity Gauntlet in a new form, it's only fair we get its own mode as a remix to the Endgame LTM. That's right, because the Endgame mode's now coming back, and it's pretty close to how we all remember it. You'll have to choose your side between heroes or villains, and the villains will be tasked with helping Doom acquire all 6 of the arcane artifacts, similar to how Thanos gathered all 6 of the Infinity Stones, and to acquire each ability only for his gauntlet. As the heroes though, it'll be your duty to stop Doom and whoever sided with him and prevent him from getting all 6 arcane artifacts. As for the loot pool, it'll be filled with past Marvel mythics that we saw during the first Marvel season, and we might even see some from the OG Endgame LTM itself, like Hawkeye's bow or Thor's axe. With these weapons, each team will have to accomplish their goal, and the team with the least respawns left will lose. Those who won today though are fans of Klombo, as they've now been confirmed to be returning to the game. They were last seen in Chapter 3 Season 1, removed just 1 season after being added, but what a lot might not know is the secret dialogue Haven had regarding them in Chapter 3 that hints at how they're now going to be returning. Haven revealed that she'd followed the hints the Klombos left behind, and by following their trail she realized that they'd vanished because they jumped into the 0 point, which was in Loot Lake at the time. Now Haven's back, but instead she's in the Lego reality and teasing the return of Klombos, just as leaked by the 2024 roadmap. She mentions she briefly remembers a wild island with a lot of fighting, which is none other than the Battle Royale island, and that the Klombos were drawn to Lego's reality of lush jungles and fragrant grottos. Not only that, but inside of the new Battle Royale story dialogues, there's a lot of Klombo and Klomberry references, which just seems to be more of an indication that the update for them is just around the corner. But the biggest teaser for this huge Lego update is the ongoing live stream where a Lego Klombo is being built. On the 6th of September, the Lego Klombo is going to be complete, and the people running the stream will announce everything that's coming in the next Lego update. But what we also have an update for is one of the rarest skins in the game that's been waiting to make its return for ages. Of course, I'm talking about Kratos, who in Chapter 5 Season 2 got an updated shop tab for his whole set, making it possible for him to return to the item shop. After this, many other updates followed where his tab would be slightly updated each time or just not updated at all, giving fans some hope that he could release anytime. After 2 whole seasons of being in the files, Epic's now completely removed his shop tab again alongside a ton of other collab skins, meaning that Kratos can't return anymore in the near future. This is disappointing considering Epic did all that to troll us, and another time when Epic trolled us was when they promised that they would fix the locker UI last December but never did. The community's been outraged ever since, but it looks like we might finally have some news on this. Epic's been working behind the scenes on a new locker feature called My Loadout, likely making it easier to select items you want inside your locker. This could indicate a complete redesign of the locker tab for Chapter 6, which I think is something we all want. But before that, we have a lot of leaks about this year's Fortnitemares. Not a lot of it's known yet, but as per usual, we're going to be getting the return of the Horde Rush LTM, as files for it have been re-added. It's also likely that the theme for this year is going to revolve around urban legends to some extent, because Rocket League is getting this themed event for Halloween. Due to this, we could even be getting a second wave for the Nightmare Before Christmas collab, since Rocket League has a car boost themed around the film, which is making its way to Fortnite soon. But by far the biggest mystery has been the mystery laptop, which was leaked. Inside of a cave, there's soon going to be a mystery laptop that's supposed to broadcast a live stream. Epic's been testing the 2019 World Cup live stream on it, and with this year's FNCS around the corner, this might be Epic's way of including the stream in-game. What's really interesting though is the fact that this laptop's had a floating animation, which is very spooky and leads to the thought that this could even be something related to Fortnitemares. Even sooner than that though, Fortnite's going to be celebrating its birthday, this time with a twist. The birthday cake and balloon medallion had already been previously leaked alongside the upcoming Galaxy theme for the game's 7 years. But now we also have our first look at the upcoming Galaxy themed battle bus. That's everything new in Fortnite's new update. Like and subscribe for more.